A great use of the real estate ISA model is in recruiting. I mentioned in an article yesterday that you've got to attract agents to your brokerage to get them to join, rather than thinking of recruiting as going and finding agents and making them join your brokerage. In a blog article I wrote yesterday, I talked about how agents at different stages in their career require different things from your brokerage. So in order to attract those agents, you need to have an employing broker brand, as we call it, to clearly demonstrate what it is that you have to offer for that segment of the agent market that you're trying to attract to recruit, to sell your services and culture the way that you want to. Now, as standard, we look at agents in three different categories. The new/green agents. So that might be somebody getting their license, taking their test, or somebody in their first few transactions that really needs some hand holding, showing the ropes. They're finding their feet. They're finding their sort of sales persona or personality, and trying to establish themselves with the first couple of transactions, likely using their sphere of influence to sell a few homes. And then they're going to hit this roadblock of having to go outside of that sphere of influence and find some actual customers. You've got then the mid-tier agents, and those are the guys that are doing well in their career. They've been around a bit, they know the ropes, but you tend to hit these glass ceilings on time. And at that phase in your business career, you'll tend to find that you have a lot of data that's untapped. You're missing out on leads from referrals. You're not following up on people, sign calls that maybe come in, things like this. There's a lot of stuff that starts to slip through the gaps or cracks. And then in addition to that, you're tight on time because you're busy doing your job and selling houses, inspections, etc., etc. Finally, at this stage, and this is probably the toughest stage, because you've got a lot of data, it's probably in a lot of places, you've tried a lot of systems, you've got a lot of advertising going, you've probably got no analytics on that. You don't know where your money's coming from. You don't know how much you made in commission, which is something that a number of our clients, when they first come to us, they can't even answer how much money they made last year, or how much they spent on advertising, all of these things. So at that phase in your career, you got all this data that you need to get together and stick into a CRM system. You got to pick a point in the process to start using the CRM system and change your process a little bit. So it's painful to do that. It's painful to organize the data and go back through quite a lot of data in order to generate this generate efficiencies and try and figure out where your money's coming from, what you're spending, what the return on investment on different marketing initiatives are, where you're leaking money, and then all of this while you're very tight on time as well. Then as far as the recruiting broker brand goes, you've got your top producers. They're looking for, they've likely got their systems and processes in place. They've got some resources, their own TC, assistants, etc., perhaps marketing people, whatever that may be. And they're looking for, the support to grow their business and having a bit of, having a scalable model to where the compensation makes most sense for them, where they can continue to grow without incurring lots more fees. So that middle market is one of my favorites. Using the ISA model can be incredibly helpful to that group of agents, and creating a system that's demonstrated is something that's not terribly difficult. There's a lot of smoke and mirrors. You can hand somebody a CRM system, or they can go and buy it there as a register sign up, for their own CRM system, but it's going to be no good to you whether you hand it to them, pay for it for them, they go and get it themselves. If it's not used, then it's of no use. So turning this ISA model is great for this mid-tier of agents, whereby you can implement for yourself, the broker, and test it, a website that's generating leads, your other lead sources that are combined, feed all of that stuff into a CRM, train a new agent, or somebody that's eager in sales to follow up on those leads, have the pre-written email templates, text message templates, video emails, all of the collateral and follow-up information to send on to the person, and you can create and demonstrate this system, not just a tool, this system that works for you that is scalable. So then as the broker, you can attract these mid-level agents by solving this problem for them, while maintaining that ISA in-house, and perhaps attract some of the newer agents to test out their skills or hone their skills as an ISA within your office, that can then move on to doing some of the outside sales stuff perhaps, and the ISAs can be compensated in terms of commission, a portion of the commission, a bonus, some sort of structure like that, to enable some career path for them to move up, and then really to support these agents that have got a lot of potential, that need a system in place to more leads, more follow-up on the closings and after the fact, feedback surveys, figuring out where the marketing dollars are going to, what we're spending where, and organizing all of that stuff. And then you're really creating something of value, putting some numbers on their business, and being able to direct a portion of, let's say their marketing budget to your lead generation program, to keep that all in-house, keep your ISA busy, and keep generating leads, and your ISA is just booking appointments for these agents. So it's a really great untapped way to build a recruiting broker brand that offers something that's a little different. You can offer training, but they don't want training. If they want, they probably need coaching more than training. And that just requires outsourcing it to somebody else. And everybody's got training. It's all, it's all slightly different. This is something of value to them. We're actually demonstrating a system that's worked for you in-house, and we're integrating them into a proven system. Furthermore, combine that with an attractive split. Don't overcharge them for it. These agents, these mid-tier agents, can bring you $100,000, $200,000 plus over the 5-6 years that they might stay with your brokerage. It's certainly worth investing in them. And if you've got 10 agents that are really working this system well and valuable to you, you've got a great culture, they're all fitting into this box, that's how you'll retain the agents, because you've attracted the right people to a specific program that exists, which and is not just a set of tools like all the other guys provide. I'd love to sit down with you and have a conversation about your needs and goals when it comes to growing your brokerage, starting a team, starting a brokerage, or if you're an independent agent, just growing your business. There's a form here to my right. Fill that out for a free consultation. We'll sit down for 30 minutes, discuss how we might be able to integrate into your business to help you meet your needs and exceed your goals and move things to the next level. Thanks for listening. I hope you found this informative.